One of the reasons I took these pictures outside was because I wanted to have the opportunity for this great reflected light. I asked him to wear anything but black, and this yellow shirt was a perfect choice. Look at this wonderful light here under his chin that bounces off of this shirt. You're also going to notice that these reflected lights up here on this shadow side, I can see some blue up in here and some other colors, some cooler colors. They're going to add a lot to this painting. You can notice there's reflected light under his nose right there, and here's a little bit of yellow bouncing clear up here in his eyebrow. And I look for all these wonderful colors when I paint any portrait. This is exactly what I copied off of the photograph when I did it earlier. And you can see that I have these shadow shapes outlined here. I have to put those in because I want to know where the edges are when I go about painting my portrait. But there's other information that you're really going to need to know. A lot of time students come to me and show me their drawings and they just don't have enough information. For instance, they might bring an outline like this. They're going to have to get the shadow side in there, and this shadow side should be connected. You have to look at your drawing and be sure that these shapes relate to one another, because if they're spotty around there, it's going to give you a spotty result. At the minimum, you need to know where the shadow shapes are. The next is a little more subtle. You need to put in the facial planes to give this face roundness. This is where the face is just turned from the light a little bit. It's not in full shadow, but it's turned from the light enough to become a little cooler in color temperature. So let me show you what I mean. There's a shape. It comes off of the cheek right here and comes down this way and round over his cheek. There's another shape that rounds this way and comes up here, and you can see this is a jawbone, and you can see this is just turned from the light here a little bit. And over here, you can see that it gets darker right in here where it's turned under to go under his chin. And also, you can see nice reflected light off of this yellow shirt right here. You can see the reflected light right here under his nose. But where the top of the nose is, you can see it is also turned from the light. There's an area here. This is not in full shadow, but it is turned from the light. You can tell that's not in full shadow by referring to your original black and white copy of the face. You see here it's dark from here to here, but here you can see there's a middle value. It fits right in here, and it comes down and works itself right into here. So the next project is to draw in where these facial planes are so that you will have you can make the feeling of roundness into your painting. Let me show you how your drawing would look when you add the facial planes. In this drawing, I have outlined the facial planes. You can see that I started this line here under his eye and pulled it down here. And you can see where it hits his cheek and bounces back up that way. See how it goes? And then you can see this other line coming down into here, so I put that here. This line comes up here and goes into here. And notice that it's dark here, but it becomes a little lighter here, but it's still, so I outlined that so I know where that goes. There's a little cleft in his chin here. And also there's a plane that comes right down the side of his nose. See it right here? It's darker, and there's darker on the top of his nose, which is right here. And you see here, the front of his neck is also slightly cooler. When you put these two together, these two drawings together, you can see how much more complete. And I think this is a lot more help to have this more complete drawing at your disposal. The important thing is that you have enough information on your drawing that you can make a successful painting. Think as you draw and understand the significance of the line. The line is nothing all by itself, only if you understand why it's there.